few days ago, the tragic news of the murder of a graduate nurse named Boluwatife Omoniyi spread like wildfire in Ibadan. Reports say the young graduate, who was inducted into the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, had gone to celebrate her induction in a nightclub only for her lifeless body to be found on the roadside disemboweled. The incident has left the family in rude shock that on our visit to their home, it looked deserted. We could only find these goats roaming freely, giving the impression that no one had ever inhabited the place. But some neighbors revealed to me that the mother was taken out of the house to a relative's house. Immediately, the unfortunate incident happened. Oluwasegun, a close friend of the deceased, who is yet to get over the shock, revealed how the late Boluwatife testified in church, having graduated a Sunday before the incident, not knowing that was her last.
And then she takes the children their morning class. You know, there's a class that she do holds in church also. So I went upstairs to check her and I greeted her. I didn't know that would be the last time.
Other residents say that her father had relocated to South Africa and her mother left to cater for Boluwatife and her siblings' schooling while sustaining the family with a meager salary from her teaching job.
The husband is the owner of this house, but the husband is not around. He's at South Africa. And we need the government to help us truly judgment.
Reacting to the news of her death through a statement, the club where she reportedly went denied that the incident had happened within its premises and would not take responsibility for such incidents. Meanwhile, the police said investigations are ongoing and perpetrators will be brought to book in due course.
Last week, the vacation judge of the Federal High Court Lagos, Nicholas Owebo, fixed Tuesday, August the 15th, to hear applications from both the defense, which is seeking to have the charges dropped, on account of the failure of the prosecution to obey the court order granting bail to the defendant, while the prosecution is seeking the leave of court to appeal against the order granting him bail. But on Tuesday, the Director of Public Prosecutions at the Federal Ministry of Justice told the judge that his decision to withdraw the charges is informed by emerging facts and circumstances of the case, which requires closer investigation. In his response, the lead defense counsel said such an application under Section 174, subsection 1 and 3 of the 1999 Constitution cannot be made orally. He also said the federal government cannot make any further application until it has released Mr. Emefiele as directed by the court. The DSS, fighting off correctional officers within the court's premises, on July the 25th, rearrested Mr. Emefiele within the court's premises following his arraignment on a 2-count charge of alleged illegal possession of firearms and ammunition.
So we're withdrawing pending further investigation, at the end of which we'll probably come back with more charges. There is also another pending charge at the FCT High Court as we speak. So all this combined to slow down the process of complying with the orders of the court. It's about the charges at the FCT High Court, conferring unlawful advantage. There are charges that borders on procurement offenses under the...
May their souls rest in perfect peace.
A moment of silence in honor of the souls of the troops that died in the MI-171 helicopter crash, as well as those that paid the supreme price fighting terrorists in Niger State. At least 21 military troops and vigilantes paid the supreme price fighting bandits in attacks that occurred on Sunday and Monday in Zungero in the Wushishi local government area of Niger State. 30 of the bandits also died. Another tragedy struck later on Monday when the Air Force helicopter that evacuated the casualties crashed in the mountains of Shiroro. The state governor is pained by the loss of troops. Now he wants the Air Force to scale up its operations in the state.
And some fighter planes to Mina so that we can have more rapid responses, you know, from when they are very close, instead of flying from either KNG or Kaduna.
Only resolves 25 to 30% of internal security issues. The remaining 70 to 75% can only be resolved through the whole of government approach. So while we are intensifying our kinetic efforts, it is extremely important that the government embraces the whole of government approach in addressing these challenges.
Niger State has become a haven for bandits and terrorists who also engage in cattle rustling. The governor attributes this to the activities of illegal miners. The state has large deposits of lithium and gold.
Over the years, we've been trying to talk to them, and that there's a symbiotic relationship between the Fulani headsmen and the miners, you know, because they use these cattle to transship whatever they have mined. You know, that is why you see the symbiotic relationship.